Subscribe to the Java Tech Learning channel to learn more about new videos. Hi guys, this is Vishal. Stateless operations in Kafka Streams are quite useful when you need to remember something about previous records. Like you may want to know how many times a specific customer has logged into the website or how many times particular stock is being ordered. Couple of stateful operations in Kafka Streams like count, aggregate, reduce, etc. In this video, I will cover count operation and how can I save the result of count and query it using REST APIs. So here is the case. Let's say I have a topic where I receive a series of events of stock buy or sell order events, and I want to apply count operations, which is a stateful count operation, which will result in something like this, where for each stocks I will receive a count. That means how many orders of buy or sale are being placed against each stock. So when I apply the count, I will get the result something like this. Alright, so let's implement this. Alright, so I have this project Spring Kafka Streams Stateful Operations, okay, and the event which I was talking about is this stock orders. This is the Avro schema, okay. So it is nothing but the buy or sell order events which I am going to generate on the topic, okay. So this schema has like stock ID, order quantity, order price, total order amount, stock name, order type, exchange, etc. right. So this event will be generated on the topic, and on that topic data we will apply our count operations, okay. Now coming to the application properties, the only important property for us right now is this one. This is the topic name, right. So this is the topic name which I have already created on the broker, and where we are going to generate the data or the events. And REST properties like bootstrap server is to connect to the broker, schema registry properties is to link with the schema registry server, and two Kafka stream related properties, right, nothing else, okay. That's the setup for our application properties. Alright, then I have this stock count processor, okay. I have already referred this stock topic, this topic name, auto-wired the stream builder, and this Saturday config util. It's actually a custom class. So if I go into this, it has nothing but this register method, which is going to register our schemas to the schema registries. Alright, it was already there, but just I segregated it into different class. If you see my previous tutorials, it was mentioned in the stream processor class itself, but this time, in order to look our code bit neat and simple, I have segregated it into a different class, okay. Then we have another class, that is stock count state store util. Here I am going to write the logic how to retrieve a data from the state store, okay. In the stock count processor, we will apply the logic of count, and will also apply how to store the results into state store, right. Here we will do saving part, and in this stock count state store util, here we will do initializing the state store and how to retrieve data out of that state store, okay. Primarily I have added two methods, get count by stock name, okay, specific by stock name, and get all counts by stock, right. So we are going to write logic here. We will initialize the store and we'll try to implement that, okay. So first let's go with the stock count processor logic. Okay, so first step is to create stream, okay. So stream builders dot stream topic name, then consume with Saturdays dot long, because key is long. Then I'm going to use this Saturday config util, okay, to register the schema dot register new specific avro of type stock orders, okay, and it will return a k stream. So I will take this into a k stream of type long and stock orders, okay, and say stock order k stream, okay. First step. Now Okay, so one bracket or symbol is missing. Okay, now we need to use this stock order case stream to apply our count. Now in order to perform any stateful operation, whether it's a count, whether it's a aggregate, whether it's a reduce, you need to first do group by. You can do either group by key, or if you don't want to do group by key, you can do a group by using some specific value present in the topic. Okay, here we want to do group by stock name, and stock name is not a key here, so we will apply our own logic to do a group by. So stock order dot group by. Okay, here we have a default method called group by key, and there is another method called group by, and here we need to pass a key value pair. Okay, I'm going to do group by. Okay, this long is nothing but the key and stock order is nothing but the values. Okay, and here I will do value. I will pass how I want to do a group by value dot get stock name. Okay, now the stock name is a character sequence, so I will just change it to 2 string and do a 2 uppercase, so we'll have a same case values. Now this will do group by. Okay, if I open this method, you see here either you can pass a key value pair, or there is another method called group by along with key value pair and grouped. Okay, and this one I am going to use, so I need to pass a second attribute. Why I am passing a second attribute? Because when we do this group by, Kafka performs repartitions of the data. So here our key changes from long to string, because here stock name, which is string of type or character sequence of time, is going to be a key after this group by, and what's going to be a value? Value will be stock orders, which is nothing but avro. Okay, this group by will return something like this. Okay, so we need to group that, so we need to mention, so grouped with, okay, Serades dot string. This time it's not long, and then again we have to do same register config, right? Say Serade config util dot register new specific avro, right? This is group by. What it will return? You see, group by will return k group string. Okay, you can take it or you can apply count on the same. Okay, now this is group by is done. Now I'll just do type and enter. Okay, it's not taken. I want to do on another line. Okay, here now I can do count. Okay, even I can do aggregate. Aggregate method is also present, then reduce is also there. Every stateful operation can be applied only on group by. Okay, so now we are doing a count, so I will do count materialize as, here I am mentioning my state store name. Okay, so you can do a custom name count by stock. Okay, this is my store name, right? And when you do count, it will return k table. Okay, so k table of type this time. Now you have done the count, so it will change the values of type. Key is going to be a string, that is a stock name. Okay, right, it's going to be a stock name, and value, it's not anymore avro, it's going to be a count, so which is of type long. So this is, so k table of type string, which is key, and long, which is value, right? Count by stock. Okay, this is my k table. Okay, so I have received the result of my count operation here, as well as it will store the result into my state store as well. Okay, now when you got the result into k table, you can do anything you want. You can either publish that data into a new topic or do next operations. Here I am just going to do peek, or you cannot do perform any operation directly on the k table. You have to convert that k table into a k stream. So you have here 2 stream dot then peek, just to print the output on the screen. Okay, and I will just do, okay, it will take like key is a string value, okay, of type long, and here I will just add a log line dot info, okay, key, say, or let's say key is nothing but the stock name, right? So stock name and count, we just need to pass that value, key and value. All right, this is done. Okay, so here we have what we have done. First step, we open the case stream on the topic, then we applied a group by using a stock name, then we applied a count operation and mentioned the state store name, that is my custom name, count by stock, and at the last on that k table we are just logging the result on the console, right? So this much is the logic to perform count operation. Now here we have saved the store, okay, we have saved the result into the store. Now the next step is to access the store. Okay, so let's write a code for accessing state store. So I'll go to this class state count state store util. Okay, first step, to initialize. Okay, now in order to initialize we need to have a Kafka stream which is created here. Okay, when application executes, when Spring Boot executes this, it will create, or the Kafka will create a Kafka stream here. Okay, that Kafka stream we need to access this store. Okay, and how can we get that Kafka stream? Using this stream builder factory bean. Okay, so I will write my code here, stream builder factory bean dot get Kafka streams. It will get you the Kafka stream which is created in your application. Okay, Kafka streams. Okay, then it has this Kafka stream has method dot, okay, you see there is a method called store and it requires a parameter store query parameters. Okay, so I will pass this store query parameters dot, I'm using this method from name and type. I have a name of that store and type, it's a key value store, right? So name is going to be this name. Okay, I can copy from here, count by stock, right? And it's a key value, so queryable store types dot key value store. Okay, it will return us the store. Okay, store of type read only key value store of this type. Okay, so I will just take this one here, key value store, got it, and we can return this one. So our initialization part is completed. Okay, now here I will write a implementation for this get count by stock name. Now before applying the logic we need to call this method initialize. Okay, so I will call this dot initialize store, it will return read only key value, right, this, or I can take a copy of this one and use there. Okay, I got access to key value store, right? Now simply you can call here key value dot get, because it's kind of a map type, it's a key value, so, and key is nothing but the stock name, so it will return long. Okay, that is the value. That's it. The implementation for get count by stock name is this much. Now here get all count by stock. Again the first step is to access the key store, so same line goes here, then key value store dot all. Okay, you have all, it will return key value iterator, it has all key values, all the results from the store. Okay, so I will take it here in the key value iterator of type string and long. Okay, and we can iterate over this. Okay, so while key value iterator dot has next, okay, and here we can access its value, and we want to return a list of key values. So I can declare one list here. Okay, list dot new array list. Okay, and we will add values from this iterator to my list. List dot add key value iterator dot next. Got it? It will save all the values from the iterator, from the store to the list, and we can simply pass that list. Okay, that's it. So this is about the implementation. First step we have done, we initialize the store, then two methods we have registered to get count by stock name and get all the counts. Okay, right? Now on top of this, I have added REST APIs. So okay, here in the REST package, the stock count REST controller. Okay, if I open this, it is actually auto wiring the state count state store util. Okay, which is where we have written the implementation of the two method, and that two methods are being accessed here, right? And they are exposed over REST APIs. Okay, so when when we run the application, okay, count is performed, store is created, saved, results are saved, then you can access these results using this REST APIs. Okay, so this is about the implementation. Now let's try and run this application. Okay, so let's start the application. Alright, it says rebalancing to running, that means application is started. Okay, I'll clear the logs. Okay, I've created this event publisher just like I created in my previous tutorial to generate an event. Okay, this will generate event. Okay, for even number it will generate for buy, and for odd number it will generate for sell. Okay, and we can increase this number to something like 250. So 250 events will be generated. Okay, and it has like generate events. Okay, so I have this Postman open with me here. Okay, so when I click on this, it will generate events, and based on that events it will add it to a topic and our count will kick in. Okay, so I'll click here, right? Request is sent. Now you see here producer is started, it will start producing the events. Now stateful operation will not immediately emit the result, it will take some time because there is a cache or the buffer involved within it. Okay, when the cache is full, then it will emit it. So we'll wait for some seconds. Now you see we got the result. Okay, so this is the stock name and the count we are getting, right? So for this multiple stock name, we have the count for Infosys like 9, Google 9, right? Now this is the log line that we added into the processor, stock count processor. Now at the same time, it must have stored this detail into this count by stock. Okay, now we will try accessing this state store using our REST API. So we have this REST APIs here. We'll first call this all counts. Okay, so I'll go to Postman. Here I have this API created, right? So if I click on send, it should return me a JSON of key value. Okay, all the results. So if I click on send, I see I got the result for all the stock names, right? Now let's try accessing another API which is count by stock name. Okay, so I will go to Postman again, here count by stock name, and I'll pass the stock name something like TCS. Okay, hit enter. You see only result of TCS with the count is being passed. So that means I'm able to access my state store using REST APIs. So this way we can use stateful operations like count and create a state store and try accessing over REST APIs. Thank you for watching.